Yeah, I don't think there's much to it. I think other teams would really like to get OG.
Honest opinion. Do you think Raptors will sign him next year or? Hello, Break. What's up?
Ohio, yande kurite arigato.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for joining today and happy to see you again. How's your new job? You started working on Sportsnet, right?
Yes, so I did that at the start of the year. I was hosting the morning show, co-hosting the morning show for 4 hours a day, doing Leafs and Blue Jays and Raptors and NFL. And then the last couple weeks, just Blue Jays in the afternoon now. I actually, though, I am hosting William Liu's show next week. He's on vacation, so I'm hosting his show next week. So always some Raptors.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So thank you. Okay, please say hi to William Liu. Okay.
I will.
Yeah. Today, I'm wearing Hanshin Tigers jersey because I know you love Japanese baseball. Okay.
Yeah, I should have wore. I have
Tokyo Giants.
A jacket. Yeah, I have a jacket from Kirkin Stadium. I should have wore it. I wish I had known.
Yeah. Okay. So today I want to ask about Yuta Watanabe and Kikuchi Yusei for your honest opinion. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get started. Before I start to ask about Raptors, I want a quick question for Yusei Kikuchi. What do you think about his performance this season?
It's been tough. It's been difficult. He has not pitched as well as I'm sure he would have liked and as well as they would have expected. I know he's working on some things. When they acquired him, there were a few things they wanted to change in his mechanics to hopefully, last year he kind of ran out of gas by the end of the season. I think they wanted to tweak some stuff there and fix some stuff there so he could pitch well over the whole season and maybe pitch better. But so far, he's having a lot of trouble with his control, walking a lot of guys, maybe not trusting his fastball enough. So certainly not giving up yet. It's so early, still in a 3-year contract. But 4.80 ERA, lots of walks. It's been difficult. It's been up and down for him.
Yeah. Hope he's back like beginning of last season. Yeah. Beginning of last season was very good. So.
Yeah, an all-star last year. So it would be that guy's still in there. He still throws that hard. He still has those pitches. It's just his control, his ability to avoid walks has kind of gone away. So I don't know. Maybe they got to tweak more. Maybe they got to stop tweaking altogether. I don't know what the solution is, but he'll be better by the end of the year, I would think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hope he's pitching like more than 5 innings. I wish. Yeah. Okay. Next, I'm gonna ask about Raptors and Yuta Watanabe.
Yeah.
First, what do you feel about OG situation, like his rumors right now?
Yeah, I don't think there's much to it. I think other teams would really like to get OG Anunoby, so they maybe put that stuff out there or say, if we were going to trade this player, we would want OG Anunoby. The Raptors did try to give OG Anunoby more offensive responsibility this year, and it didn't go that well at the start, and then it started to go well, and then he got hurt. And then he came back and, Scotty Barnes had taken on more responsibility. Pascal Siakam was healthy. And then OG had a really good playoffs, but before that he had been hurt again. So I would understand if he is a little frustrated that he thinks he can do more in the offense. I think that can be a good thing. It motivates guys to work hard. You have your core 6 guys. There's enough offense for everyone to get their offense between those 6 guys. There will be some times when OG is the number one or the number two with some bench players. And if he continues to play like he played in the playoffs, they'll want to give him more offensive responsibility anyway. So I don't think this is a situation where the Raptors want to trade him. I don't even think, I think it was probably exaggerated how his unhappiness was exaggerated because other teams would like him to be traded. But I think this is part of, you have a young team with a lot of young guys, and as those guys get better, they're going to want more. They're going to want more touches, more responsibility, more money eventually. That happens, and that's on the front office and the coaching staff to manage that. I don't think he gets traded. Like, I don't think Masai Ujiri would trade him unless it's a big deal that brings back a star player.
Yeah, I don't know the OG really say that, but maybe near future someone traded, but the reason is not a rumor, like the reason is for the cap situation. So yeah, maybe near future someone traded, but hopefully OG not traded.
Yeah, someone might have to go eventually. You're right. Gary Trent Jr. can opt out after the season. Fred VanVleet needs an extension. All of those things are factors, but OG's on such a good contract and he's such a good player. I don't think Masai would trade him unless it's a big deal. Like if you could get Kawhi Leonard 3 years ago, sure, you maybe go get Kawhi Leonard, but I don't know if that kind of guy is going to be available.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Okay, here's the most Japanese fans want to know. It's Yuta Watanabe situation. First, some Japanese media say Yuta is a restricted free agent this season, but you mentioned in your article said Yuta is unrestricted free agent. So which one is right?
He is unrestricted. The reason is so usually if you are only done your fourth year, you're restricted free agent. But that's usually if you're drafted in the first round and you sign your rookie contract. If you've been on a couple smaller contracts like Yuta has, he is unrestricted.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So all that means is that the Raptors, if someone else gives him an offer, the Raptors don't have the right to match it. He could go to the Raptors and say, I have this offer, I would like to stay, but the Raptors can't block it like they could if he was restricted.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, so I want to know your honest opinion. Do you think Raptors will sign him next year, or if not, which team should sign him? Which team should he go?
Yeah, so I don't think he'll be back. If I had to pick, I would say he goes somewhere else. And that's not because the Raptors don't like him, or certainly Raptors fans love him, but he's been here for 2 years now. And sometimes when you're a player like Yuta, who is lower in the rotation, you need to go somewhere where you might get more opportunity. And Yuta's already 27. He needs to find a play. Like, he's ready to play in the NBA, not to be an end of the rotation guy, not to be a guy that is going to the G League. So I think of, the example from a couple years ago where Malcolm Miller came back, and that was a scenario where he had to compete in training camp for his roster spot. This is the year after the championship year, and he won that roster spot and stayed with the team, but he barely played all year because the team knew who he was at that point, knew what he could do, and he was just like kind of an insurance policy. And I would worry if I'm Yuta that's where I would end up, just kind of a end of bench guy still. And then if you're the Raptors, even though they like Yuta a lot as a person, and know what he can do as a player, sometimes you just, he's been on the roster for 2 years, give someone else a try and see if see if it's Justin Champagne's turn and he can play in that role, or sign another rookie or something like that. You just usually guys in Utah's spot, there's a lot of turnover. So I would think he ends up somewhere else. I think there are a lot of teams that should like Yuta Watanabe. I think the character that he brings, the experience coming from two really good franchises in Memphis and Toronto, he could help, especially a younger team. He knows how to work hard. He knows how good teams operate. And then defensively, I know that the big questions are offensively. What could he be offensively? He needs to grow his shooting and his playmaking and stuff. But defensively, there's not a question. So if you're a younger team that wants someone with some good experience and good leadership and good defense, I think there should be, 5 or 6 or 7 teams that call Utah.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. I want Raptors sign him because I actually met him.
Well, you're in Toronto.
Yeah.
You're selfish.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually met him after the season personally, and
oh, awesome.
Yeah, and he said he loved Toronto and he want to stay here. So I personally love him, so I want to stay here.
I would like him to stay too. I like watching him. I think he's a good person. I think it's very funny that he won't go for ramen with William Liu. I would like that to continue. It's I would like to see him back, but realistically, these situations don't you try to find a new opportunity and a new opportunity. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wish Utah signed Raptors. Yeah, Steve. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Greg, for today. Let's keep in touch. And yeah, okay. I
would love to keep in touch and go Tigers. And
yes.
I hope you say Kikuchi turns it around, and we'll, you let me know if you hear anything about Utah, and I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Okay, let me know when you're going to Japan. Okay.
Yeah, it's top of the list after obviously the pandemic the last couple of years, but I'm a big Japanese baseball fan. I am a big wrestling guy. It's top. My dad used to work for Toyota, so he would go to Japan like once every two or 3 years. So I've always really wanted to go. I was supposed to go in 2020, but then the pandemic happened. So soon, that'll be my next international trip.
Okay, nice. Okay, thank you so much for today. See you next time. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.